Hello again. So it's Saturday, 13th of October, and it's just turned over 5 o'clock. And to be honest, I've spent far too much time talking about this with myself today, so let's share it. The YouTube channel, discussion, community, about. Remember, these are all tabs which I'm about to demonstrate, and it's really an opportunity for updating from a creator or a YouTube maker like me to its audience. And I'll tell you why it's a bit frustrating and stuff, and that is that there's quite a few changes coming through this week. What I did first of all, sometime this morning, is I typed something just without even thinking on my own channel, and this is obviously my own channel, and this is my test channel, The Gorilla, as you probably know. So I'm going to read it out, and then I'm going to have a little chat about this. And I so wish that something like this was simple and straightforward, and it isn't. And also, for me personally, I make videos to help people learn, as you probably know if you follow this channel. However, this is probably the closest you're going to get to some kind of like personal journal vlog thing, because it's just a frustration, and I'll put it down. In other words, I'll just read this thing out. When, oh when, will this channel, i.e. mine or anybody else's, get the community tab? I see lots of large channels with the community tab, yet never use it. In other words, the big channels do not use it, and I'll demonstrate that. To make a simple text update, the discussion tab like this could be quite important to let people know news without actually taking the time to make a short video. In other words, where it says discussion, where I'm actually posting this. Number two. On the other hand, this channel does not have scores of fans all queuing up for my news. Rather, it has over 1,000 videos, obviously learning videos, that a few thousand people, and there is nearly 2,000 people a day, watch every single day. And mostly they watch these and discover them from a YouTube or a Google search. And then number three, I guess another way is to simply add a few lines of text in the news, or in the, lines of text news in the about page with a date, of course. And then I've actually put down that Mike, which is obviously me, has typed this on Saturday the 13th. So in other words, I could come along and I could get that whole area and literally just paste it down, or type it, quite honestly, where in the text description it says come visit and learn, the Mike Downs page. I could actually push that down the page and do my news update with a date there, because everybody's going to see it. Because if you're on desktop or mobile, you see different things. So let's get on and demonstrate that, quite honestly. So what I'm really getting to, and there's been quite a lot of changes this week, and that is that Google, in their wisdom, this is my Google Plus, by the way, I've supposedly got 37,000 people following me on there, and with one of my local guides, Google Maps things, there's another 68,000. So, come August next year, then this is pretty much going to disappear down the toilet, because Google Plus is about to close. And so what I'm trying to get to with the YouTube thing, and what you'll see is me and maybe you making videos, who knows, where you're tunneling down, in the centre there, but it's not the whole picture. And this is a photo I took just last week, and I'll show you what I mean. Is that I'm thinking about YouTube, I'm thinking about, making videos and getting seen and all the rest of it, but you've really got to open this up and actually see the bigger picture. So you see, this is the full photo that I took, and although you've got this tunnel vision down here inside the trees, if you look outside there could be a ton of opportunities. It's just really a graphic, isn't it? But you can see, I hope, the interest, where people are working very hard, and they're obviously indoors or wherever they might be, but you think, well, hold on a second, take a couple of steps back, and you might see other opportunities outside. By the way, when I was here, just there was a kestrel in a really strong wind, bird of prey, hovering, really, and it had its head bent right down because it was so windy. But look, let's get down to some of the slides I've made. If I take my channel on mobile, you'll see very clearly it says home, videos, playlist, channels, and about. There is no discussion. So I might come along and think, oh, hey everybody on my channel or whatever, here's a bit of text update. But if you go over to my mobile, you just don't see it. So I'm thinking, well, that's a bit of an inconsistency. Similarly, look, there's my about page where I could make some text updates, which you might see if you go there. The chances of going there, very slim, let's be honest. And of course, in going on to other ways to look at this other channel thing, that if I went and opened my YouTube app up and I looked on my subscriptions, you can actually set it now to be videos and posts, which is the community thing. You'd think it would be videos and community posts, but anyway, posts. And then you can go through on subscriptions down here, and you can see that Ward Thomas Music here have made, in other words, they've used a community tab thing. What's this one? YouTube Spotlight have used the service. If you go one slide down, we can see here that in the home feed that Pale Waves, the band, really good band actually, I only learned about them this week, have made a post using community. Similarly, National Geographic have. Similarly, some channel here talking about Jim Carrey's show. What I'm getting to is that there's a slight difference here, and the difference is that if you go over, as you clearly saw on my channel, you don't get the community, you don't get the discussion. Well, hey, I don't have community. But if you go on to others, mobile that is, this is the Pale Waves channel again up top, community is clearly there, landscape or portrait. Yet in their about page, this is Pale Waves again, the band, nothing, not written anything about them apart from a couple of links. Okay, it's a brand channel. I'm sure that, Heather here, lead singer, probably didn't do this herself. National Geographic on the right hand side over here, similarly, community. So one of the things that I did say about here is an opportunity for updates and whether people do or do not use them. So let's have a quick flick through. If you look at something like, which I talk about quite a lot on this channel, is the community, the Creator Insider, and they actually do use their service of community. And you're thinking, okay, that's fair enough. 1 week ago, look, they go through, and 1 week ago, 3 weeks ago. So what? They've done it 3 times in the last whatever. National Geographic, I do know, use theirs quite a bit because I've physically looked at it. You see there's tons of them in here. When I say tons, I haven't actually looked exactly, but I will do now. Look, 1 day ago, that's clearly a day. We know what that is, 24 hours or so ago. 2 days ago, that could imply that they're posting one of these a day. 3 days ago, yeah, they are probably 5 days ago, so they're doing maybe one a day. If you go up to, interestingly, Made by Google's channel, nearly 500,000 subscribers, they've got the feature, look, they've never used it. Similarly, if you go to the official Google channel, 6.7 million subscribers, community tab, never used it. Khan Academy, huge fan of their channel, huge subscription base and view rate at 4.3 million. They've got a community tab, never used it, or they've posted and deleted. I suggest they've never used it. Pale Waves themselves, who are this band that I found out about this week, have got it, and they are actually using the service. Ward Thomas Music, I said, a British country band, very good, and community, they use it. This, as I say, I showed you a couple of seconds ago, which was Google Plus. I know I'm rattling on this really because I just want to get it out there in the public, and that is that I will lose any kind of service that I was also posting my videos on a daily basis. So how do I get this message out? Simon Whistler and his Today I Found Out channel did a Creator Academy thing, and I wondered if he was actually had the community. Yes, he does. And does he use it? Yes, and I think he uses it, to be honest, really, really well. There's some really good questions in there. There's some good engagement. He's generally reaching out to his fan base or his viewer base, shall we say, and asking ways to improve his channel. Similarly, his own Simon Whistler channel, which, okay, it's his vlog one, slightly different picture of him there, gets it, doesn't use it. And then the last one here is the top 10s of, again, another Simon Whistler type-esque channel, million subs, community, they do use it. So really go and hype him back to the beginning here with a channel, a little channel like mine, that I would love to use the community tab. I think a lot of people would. Bear in mind that the community tab has been discussed openly at YouTube for like at least a year, isn't it? It's a long old time, but in my opinion, nobody's got it. And then if I'm going to lose Google Plus or any other things like, okay, sure, I tweet a little bit, but honestly, my views are about 0.3%. I don't get any YouTube views off of Twitter, so forget about it. One way is how can I improve my channel, or whether that's mobile or quite honestly on desktop, to get, not necessarily, yes, of course, to get views and to get notice, but more importantly, how do I do it in a position where I can actually really, really help people learn and actually do things like daily updates, but in a text way, like you would send out a small tweet or a something. Yes, I've got a blog as well, but quite honestly, I've got 1,000 posts there, which is this, it's the second one in, whatsinkenilworth.com, my legacy website. Not a lot of attention comes off of here. Anyway, that is the rant, and I think it is to be honest, turned into a bit of a rant where I'm trying literally to see a bigger picture than actually the tunnel vision I've got on a daily basis when I'm sat in here, thinking about and making these videos, because it's good YouTube, isn't it? And it is a fantastically big opportunity. Maybe I will actually stick it down in this about page and just try and make a short video, which possibly is this one, saying, hey, if I've got some text updates, go and have a look in my about. Maybe. Hopefully people see this. Okay, there we go. Goodbye.